Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we have discussed about data, database, and database management system. Today we are going to discuss relational database management system, or simply RDBMS. So RDBMS is itself a DBMS with the letter R. R stands for relational. That means relational databases management system. So RDBMS is also a DBMS which store relational databases. So what actually are relational databases? I have explained to you yesterday. Relational databases are the databases which stores data in several tables. Suppose in this figure we have multiple tables. One table, two table, three, four, five, and six. Six tables are there which are in relationship with each other. That means every single table is related to other. And this combined combination of this tables is only called a relational database. And where we will store this database? We need an interface for that, and that is only the relational database management system. So we can say that RDBMS are the subset of DBMS, or we can say that all DBMS cannot be the RDBMS, but every single RDBMS will be a DBMS. Now, there are some widely used RDBMS. These are the examples like Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server. We have used LibreOffice Base and Microsoft Access also. There are a few examples listed here. Now, the concept of RDBMS. We have discussed it multiple times that RDBMS is used to manage relational or tabular data. That means the data is stored and managed in the form of tables. And all the tables has its own primary key. Now, what actually is a primary key? Before discussing the primary key, we will discuss what actually is a table. So, tables are also known as relation. When we are discussing about relational databases, then here the tables are also known as relation. And the data in these relations is organized in terms of rows and columns. We know that table is a combination of row and column. So, this is the table here, which have three rows, one row, two row, and three row. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns. So this is a combination of rows and columns where data is stored in these three rows and columns. So what actually is a table? It's a relation where data elements organized in terms of rows and columns. Now what actually is a record? So a single entry or a single row is only called a record. Fine. So how can we define it? A single entry in a computer is called a record, which represents set of related data. Why we are saying related data? See, this row will contain the data about Jones. Fine. This is the first name of Jones. This is the last name of Jones. This is the phone number of Jones. So this complete record, this complete row will define the data of a single entity, or we can say it represents set of related data. So records are only the rows only. Now what is a field? Field is also called as column, which represents similar type of data. Like this is a field. The field name is here first name. It contains similar type of data. In this column, only the first name will be there. So every single column will have similar kind of data. Suppose the field name is roll number, so it will contain only roll numbers. If the field name is phone number, it will contain only phone number. That means similar type of data. Now, see in this table, this is the table where the table name is employees. Fine. And these are the records 1, 2, 3, 3 records and 3 fields. Fine. Why we are not counting this as a record? Because this is not containing any data. These are actually not data. These are the field names. This is one field and this is the field name. Last name is the field name. This is the field name, first name, and this is also a field name, phone number. So we will not include this as a record. We have three records from here, 1, 2, and 3. So this is a table named employees, and it consists of three rows or three records and three fields. Now What actually are primary keys? So primary key, we'll see the diagram here. Primary key is actually a field. We are saying primary key is a field. Suppose user ID is a primary key. So this is a field, this is a column. So primary key is a field which uniquely identifies each record in the database table. So listen here. We are saying that primary key is a field which uniquely identifies each record. Record क्या है? These are the records. So this field is uniquely identifying each record. How? User ID is 1, his name is Joe. User ID 2, his name is John, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the thing to be noticed is primary key, every single entity should be unique. That's why we are saying it is uniquely identifying each record. That means in each record, its value will be unique. There will be no duplicacy, no repetition. So user ID here is 1, 2, 3, and so on, and we can't leave the primary key or field empty. So we can't have null values in the primary. Fine. And in a single table, we can make only one primary key. Now, why we are using primary key? What is the need of it? Because first thing, it will reduce the duplicacy. It will reduce the redundancy. Second thing, we can use this primary key to make relationship with the other tables. Fine. Now see, along with primary keys, we have multiple other keys such as candidate key and alternate key. See, in this table, we are saying primary key is a key which uniquely identifies each record. That means the value in the primary key should be unique. Like see, student ID 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be no repetition in the student ID. Student ID of two students cannot be seen. Similarly, for roll number 11, 12, 13, roll number can never be same, but the first name can be same, the last name of the student can be same, and email also is a unique column. Fine. So every single email here will be unique. So we have three fields here: student ID, roll number, and email, which can become a primary key. So we can say that student ID, roll number, and email are candidates which can become a primary key. So these three are the candidate key. So what actually is a candidate key? Candidate keys are those fields which can become primary keys or which are eligible to be the primary key. Fine. The second thing, we said that in a table we can make only one primary key. So out of these three candidates, student ID, roll number, and email, we have made student ID the primary key. Fine. So now the next two, the roll number and email, those who are the candidate keys, which are not the primary key, they will become the alternate key. Fine. So simply we'll start again. Primary key is a unique field, is a field which uniquely identifies each record. The candidate key is the fields which are eligible to become a primary key, and the alternate key are the fields which are candidate key but not the primary key. So that's it for today. Thank you.